Okay, what do you see when you look at this dog? Look closely, because a lot of people would just walk by and see a big dog just laying there. What I see is a giant puppy in a state of trauma, and I know I have to go in and help them. There are little signs that I'll point out here in a moment, but right now let's go in and see if he'll let us sit with him. He needs help.
Hi. I'm going to go real slow. Real slow. Okay? Can I come in with you? Hi. I'm sorry. I know. It's okay. Turn around. I'm not looking at you. I think the part that gets me is just the shaking. It's like the uncontrollable shaking from fear. Just penetrates the heart. If you have a heart, it's so hard to see. But I will say, I've seen it time and time again, how amazing dogs are. And if this does hurt your heart, stick around, because I believe we can help this boy. Most of the time, when you approach a kennel, if a dog is scared, they bolt to the back of the kennel. When a dog has experienced trauma or is in the state of trauma, they go into freeze. And if you've ever heard me talk about this, you've heard me talk about fight, flight, but what a lot of people don't talk about is freeze. And this dog right here has lost control of their physical ability to navigate them through anything because of the trauma that they have been through or are currently going through. If you've ever experienced trauma before, you know this feeling all too well. I'm just going to step over here. What I want to try to do is change the dynamics so that the pressure isn't on him, because he doesn't have the physical ability to move right now because he is experiencing so much trauma. Normally, if a dog is scared, when I come into the kennel, the dog will dart to the back of the kennel. What's happening here is beyond fear, it's actually trauma. And I don't know if this guy has been through trauma or I know he's going through trauma right now, because what this space is telling him, what's happening in this moment right now is his brain is saying, I've lost any control over my situation. I don't know what's going to happen to me. It seems bad. And the body just shuts down. And that's where these tremors are coming from, because he has lost the physical ability for his body and his brain to navigate through this. If you've ever been through any trauma, you know this feeling all too well. I'm going to go ahead and sit down because I want to get just as low as I can. I'm going to, and he looks at me. I don't want to be looking at him. I am sneaking some peeks, and I will tell you, he is a beautiful dog. The contrast between how majestic of a dog he is versus how shut down he is really plays tricks with your brain, because it doesn't align. He shouldn't be in this state. Obviously. Nobody should be in this state. That's good. See how he looked at me right there and I wasn't looking at him? That's good. That's what I want. I want to try to tell all of his just natural instincts that there's no fear here. A lot of times people will say, that dog probably has a problem with men. And it exists. It's out there. But I think the bigger problem is the front that a lot of men will put on, that being tough is having a command presence that is larger than life, that is controlling, that is demanding. And that's just not what it is. It's being kind, it's helping, it's being honorable and ethical, and being vulnerable. When you are vulnerable, dogs know it. If you come into a space and you're putting on a front, it creates a fear in a dog because they know that there's something there you're hiding. And a lot of men do this. If you work with dogs, you don't have to be tough to get them to do what you want them to do. You have to let them know that you're here in this moment with them. We're going to get his story in a minute. Kelly is out there. Hey, are you able to get into the system? Does he have anything on his story?
Yeah, I've been looking.
Okay. All right. Keep pulling that up. Get all the details. Because my heart says there's something here. There's something here that we're not seeing. Well, we are seeing it. Like you can see the effects, something's having this effect on him. He looks young too. I mean, he's a puppy for sure. That's what's so hard, is seeing a young dog in this state, because that trauma can live with them for quite some time. But I will tell you, like, so many people say they watch a moment of the channel, a moment of the video where we're trying to help tell this dog story, and leave a comment that says, horrible, you're leaving the dog in a worse state than when you started. You tricked them into gaining their trust, and then you just abandoned them. Would have been better if you never would have been in the kennel with them. And I'm here to tell you what I've seen with dogs and in these traumatic states is, if you can be there in this moment with them, this is for people too, it can change the trajectory of that trauma and help them so that they can survive, literally, physically and emotionally. A psychiatrist used this example from a book that I read, where he said, it's like if your kid got bit by a dog, relevant example, if you're there for them and you pick them up and you hold them and you help them, that might not be a moment that sticks with them forever. The bite, the comfort might be, but if you're not there for them in that traumatic moment, just think about how much more traumatic it is in your own life. If you were alone when a traumatic experience happened, how much harder it is to carry that. Now, okay, we need to try some treats. Oh, do we know that word? It is interesting in situations. Now, this is not the same, but in situations with trauma, retraining the brain through giving it rewards, it's kind of like giving a dog treats. Oh, I think he knows that word. Kelly, are you seeing this? He moved to that word, didn't he?
Definitely did.
Okay, this gives me hope. It's like that moment, I call it the 2-minute drop, where I start getting so sad. You see how much trauma this dog is going through, and you just want to scoop him up and hold him and go, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Like he is my son, but we're not there yet. And what we have to do is mentally shift and go, this dog is in trauma. I am not. And I am here to help and imagine a better future. And a better future is this beautiful boy just gallivanting through the yard with his nose up in the air, smelling all of the fun scents and smells of fall, jumping on the couch, getting in trouble for jumping on the couch even, counter surfing for treats. Let's try a treat. I think we de-armed where he knows it's okay that I'm in here. Oh, he caught me doing that. It's pretty cute how, like, when if you notice it, replay it, when I scooted the treat over there, he was like, no, we'll wait till you go away. So it's definitely suspicious. I don't usually go for the whole it's a male thing, but my presence is definitely a concern to him. So we're going to take this really slow. But let me tell you, we have treats, we have a gateway in, we have a foot in the door. That's all I need. Because now, if I tell you what, he might as well just consider himself scooped up into my lap and cuddled. Because we're going to get there. You just wait and see. Let's see if he'll take a treat from my hand. Watch this. I'm going to go lower. We'll look away. Callie, is he interested at all?
I'm also trying not to look at him.
Okay, the eye contact it gets him, huh? Okay, let's try it again. You know what? So normally I'll try a small piece. I'm going to try a bigger piece because I've got my treat stick here, and see if sometimes those extra centimeters will make all the difference. I'm going to look away. Nothing. Too much. Okay. Well, he's got cute ears, though. Those floppy ears. What kind of dog do you think he is?
I think he's like a Mastiff mix.
Yeah. Something. I mean, too close to our dog, Kobe. That's when I saw him. When I saw him, I was just like in love. Our blind dog, Kobe, he gets in these fear states. Well, not now. Well, sometimes if something like there's a loud noise outside and it's definitely akin to the Mastiff breed. He's a Cane Corso. I don't think this guy's a Cane Corso. Could be, just without the cropped ears and tail. Thank goodness. How much prettier does he look? And pain-free.
Kobe's got some more wrinkles around his face.
Yeah. But yeah, Mastiff of some sort. I mean, if he's... Let me see his paws. Yeah, his paws are giant. His paw is the size of my foot almost. That's crazy. Okay, let's see if I can get him to take a treat from my hand. And then we're going to find out a little bit about his story, because I think there's something here. I'm going to go try a longer treat. Watch this. Treat? You want a treat? You want a treat? I'm going to look away. You can have the whole treat. Treat. Those eyebrows just like tell the story. He's like, it's not that I don't want the treat, it's you. You want a treat? Look at this juicy treat. No. But if I put it down, no matter the size, even if I do a small one, it's fine. I won't take offense. Kind of want to. Okay, I tried a little touch right there, and he definitely gave me some side eye on that. But we're going to try it again. So I'm just going to kind of, when I go in, I'm going to do a little touch with a treat at the same time. Oh. Watch. Just a little paw touch. There you go. He's not happy about it, but he's not flinching away. And if you'll notice something, we've activated a different part of the brain, the reward part of the brain, and there's not the shivering anymore, which is good, because if we can start to release his brain out of the fear state, then we can start to really make a difference. The trauma starts to become bearable. Oh, Gil, you saw that because you look at those notes. He just took a treat from my hand.
Oh, that's awesome.
I feel like right now, if I had one of those things, it's like, boop, 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 I'd sound it off.
Don't do that.
That's how I feel on the inside in my heart right now. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we're making progress. It's just those little steps. And if you watch a dog's body language, if you watch people's body language, same thing. But if you just watch a dog's body language, it will tell you so much. And if you look at his tail too, I've been watching his tail the whole time, is not tucked really tight. And so with that, with the willingness now to take a treat from my hand, and I don't know if you noticed too, but every time I'm keeping it a little closer to me, I bet we could even get him to Pac-Man at this point. Should we try the Pac-Man, or do you have enough of the notes where we can get the story?
I have enough of the notes.
We'll come back to the Pac-Man. I would love to get a little bit of his story. So hang tight for the Pac-Man, where I set a line of treats out and see if he'll work his way over to me. And is that? I see like a whole mess of a collar system, harness maybe. Can I see that?
Yep.
Let's see that. Okay, and then we'll get his story. Okay, so it looks like we've got a pink lead tied to... Why does this keep going? I feel like a clown, like pulling things out of my bag. Let's just keep going. What is this? Oh no, this is not good. Most likely this was just tied around him. Let's see if he recognizes it. I always have to be really careful when I show a dog their collar and lead, because this could be a really good thing or a really bad thing. Is this yours? He doesn't seem happy about it. Okay, it's okay. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, he almost seems more shut down. Look at him curling back up. Oh, no. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, Kelly, give me... I hope we have something, because he's so bad.
Yeah, so we actually have quite a bit of information on this dog.
Really?
Yes, so this is not the first time he's been here. in his young to short life so far, unfortunately.
No wonder there's trauma, right? There's pre-existing trauma. There's more trauma happening. This is why we get this shutdown fear state. Okay, but even at this young age?
Yep. So he was here about 3 months ago. He was found on a very busy intersection by animal control. And at the time, he was only about 6-7 months old.
Okay.
And was also pretty scared, a little bit timid at that point as well.
Yeah, I mean, any dog running around in traffic, that's likely to scare the living daylights out of him.
So he was adopted after a little bit of time here.
Okay.
By a family. And we have quite a bit of notes on what his family life was like and just personality things.
Okay.
But there was there was an issue with the cat that did not turn out well for the cat, which is what led him to be returned here recently. So he's about 10 months old.
He's only 10 months old?
He's 10 months.
Oh, he's still got growing to do.
Yeah.
No wonder his paws are so big. Okay, is the cat still alive? No more cat. Okay. When someone adopts a dog from a shelter and then months or years later they return the dog to the shelter because they had to move or whatever it may be, that always breaks my heart because you say, like, you knew where they came from. In this situation, it's a little different because they probably adopted him. He was a little puppy, well, big little puppy, and they had a cat, and you think, oh, he's a puppy, it'll be fine. And it did not turn out to be fine. And so, that's also traumatic for the family. And most likely they have more cats. And so they said, we can't do this. Or it was just so traumatic they didn't feel like they had an option. Assets? All right. Is there more?
I just have more on his home life. He was in a home with kids.
Okay.
And
good with kids?
Yes, but also just because of his size.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that, even we separate our dogs and our young kids who are 2 and 4.
Yeah.
And he's a puppy and he's still learning. And so I think a family that has that time and patience or the experience to know how to handle that, it didn't sound like there was any issues with the kids, but just it could be a problem. It says that he loves to play, but he's also shy yet affectionate.
Okay.
He's hyperactive and also destructive. I think that's probably more just like puppy.
Yeah, that's Mastiff puppy for sure.
But can walk on a leash and will play in the yard. It says toys. His favorites are balls and stuffed and squeaky toys. So we might want to see if we can get him some of those.
Yeah. Well, he's got one little toy, but I bet we could find some more.
Yeah. He knows how to use a doggy door.
Oh. What? I mean, that had to be a big doggy door.
Yeah.
So basically he knows how to use the door?
Yes.
Can you even have a doggy door that big? I mean, at that point, does the robber just not come in?
The front door? Yeah.
Oh, but that's good. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah. And it says he's friendly and playful and submissive with other dogs.
Oh. Look at him. And he's going to sleep. How long has he been here?
He's been here for 2 days.
Okay.
But he is adoption available since he was an owner turn-in. So there's no hold on him.
Now, I am not going to pretend to know this family's situation because I don't. And I will never fault anyone for giving a dog a try. But I will say that if you adopt a giant dog, quite literally the giant of the dog kingdom, outside of a Great Dane, like Mastiffs are huge, you have to really put so much time, energy, and effort into them. And you have to set boundaries. You have to be your dog's advocate. What does that mean? In our home, it means that their boundary set as to where Kobe can go. Now, he's a giant Cane Corso. He's blind.
He's got anxiety issues, so he doesn't just get to free roam around the house all the time whenever he wants. He's definitely bulldozed the kids over by accident a couple times because, well, he's blind. And even if he wasn't, big dogs, they'll just do that. They don't understand that little kids don't have the capacity to move when your dog's running through. He doesn't always mix well with other dogs, so we have to be very careful of that. If a neighbor comes over with their dog, we have to politely ask them to give space. He would not be okay with cats, Kobe. And so we don't have a cat. Could we figure it out and make it work? Certainly, but it's not fair to him at this point. He's special needs. Maybe you could work with this dog, but the better way to do it is for someone to adopt him that doesn't have a cat and is ready to put in the time and energy and effort to exercise and get all the mental stimulation that a Cane Corso needs or a Mastiff needs. I just realized how long his leg is too. He's the longest leg. Okay. Do we have a name?
We do.
Okay. I want to give him some positive affirmations, and then I want to try his name, text it to me because I want to see if he still knows it, if he reacts well to it. I'm sure it came from the family, the most recent family, so he hasn't had a lot of time with his name, so he may not know it yet. So let's see if he knows it, because if he does, I think we'll keep it that. I'm sure he had a positive experience. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe he had a positive experience with this family. But if he doesn't know it, it may make sense to change it. Oh, but what about this?
I don't think that is his because it said on the intake form that he didn't have a collar.
Okay.
So,
yeah, because that's probably left over from the last dog.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
That would make sense with the pink and the...
Right.
And he looks a lot better than this collar leash does.
Yeah.
So, okay. Whew. Can I hand this back to you?
Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna Pac-Man him and see if I can get him over here and give him some love. He's in need for sure.
One more important note before you try and get all cuddly with him.
Okay.
It does say that he is scared of men, yelling and loud noises and vacuums.
That's so interesting because I picked that up initially. Dogs being scared of vacuums, that's understandable. Loud noises, very Mastiff characteristic of sorts. I wonder why the men thing.
So there are some conversations among some of the staff here regarding men and leashes, that maybe something happened potentially after the altercation with the cat happened, that it maybe wasn't necessarily handled in the best way for this dog. So
we don't know for sure.
We don't know.
Something happened to the cat. The male got really upset, took it out on the dog. The problem is it's not his fault. Like, he doesn't know. He requires guidance, but I could understand, obviously, if you lost your cat,
Right. Well, and as parents to kids and pets, it's our job to provide them an environment in which everybody is safe.
Yeah.
And
Seems like that didn't happen here.
no, it's unfortunate either way for everybody.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can work through that. So you don't know this, bud, but I have this thing called the Pac-Man, and you get to be Pac-Man, and I'm going to be the ghost, but you're going to find out that I'm not a scary ghost, and we're going to see if we can lead you over here. You want a treat? You want a treat? Just get a little closer each time. There you go. I feel like if I can just get him out of that little curl that he does, we can go a long way. Even if I can just get him to sit beside me. I didn't even expect the scoop right out of the gate. He's interested.
Oh.
Is there a Pac-Man theme song?
I don't know.
What? Yeah, of course there is. Of course, there's the music. I mean, I'm sure it's like trademark. We can't use it, but it would be funny to play that while, while he's Pac-Manning these treats. I'm gonna make the treats ever slightly larger as he comes over here.
I'm going to combine the Pac-Man with some higher tone voice and some, I think he's ready for that now. He's not shaking anymore. And some positive affirmations, and just see if I can get him out of this fetal position. You're a good boy. Oh, you know you're a good boy? Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, his eyes just get you right to the soul. I know you didn't mean it. And I know your family probably loved you a lot, and that really bad situation happened. Hey, you're a good boy. You want a treat? Yes, a treat. Hi. Are you a good boy? Yeah, there's a good boy. Yes, a good boy. Yeah. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? I know something bad happened, but that doesn't make you bad. That was just that moment in time, and we're going to get through it, and we're going to help guide you. But here's the good news, buddy. From here on out, you want a bigger treat? From here on out, it's going to be okay. Yeah. I'm going to give you a little love right here. That's okay. Yeah. This is a good boy. Yeah. It's not your fault. You want a treat? Yeah. His eyes are so big. There you go. You put you on your paw right there. Okay. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can see the fear that it's like someone's going to lash out at me at any moment, and I don't even know why. I don't know what I did wrong. He didn't know going after the cat was wrong. I'm sure he got caught up in the moment, and then it was over before he knew it. Hi, Bubba. Hi. Okay, I might need the name to see if that helps or sets us back. I hope it doesn't set us back, because we're almost as far back as we can get. Okay, you texted it to me?
I did, yes.
Okay, let me see it here. Oh, I read that wrong first.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Because I don't know if it's in all caps because that's what the system is set up, or if it's for the individual letters.
Well, I'll say from the top, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't want to say it. I don't even want to say it. We'll spell it. He can't spell.
Right.
Well, that we know of. R.I.P. It could be like your dog growing up. I won't say. We'll put it on the screen. R.I.P.P.Y.
Yep.
But that doesn't seem like that.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know I'm looking at you for the answers, but
Yeah.
sorry.
I did not have a conversation with them, so I don't know. I don't know if it's short for something else.
Okay, well, we're gonna change it for sure, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we should give them a better name. The name means so much, especially in this circumstance.
Yeah, and as we start to piece this together, I definitely feel like he didn't get the fair shot that he deserved from the get-go. Come on, all right, we're gonna help him out for sure. He is, I don't say this much, but he is certainly scared of men. But I aim to change that. But I will say, because we need more guys in the shelter environment. Well, we need more people, period. But we definitely need more men. It's most of the time not a thing. It's what people often go to as a default where they say, oh, must be scared of men. 99 out of 100 times, I don't see that as the case. It's more on what the approach is. But in this situation, there is something going on, certainly, where someone probably came out at him ferociously. And this is why we're seeing this behavior. The trauma, like I started talking about initially, there was the trauma, and then there wasn't the support. There was the trauma reinforced by additional trauma. We're going to try some head rubs here. I'm going to close in on you a little bit. The good thing about him just physically not being able to move is that, he can't move. So we're going to use that to our advantage here, and we're going to use treats since he does know that, and he has a positive relationship to treats. Did you just burp? A little burp? Okay. Good boy. And we're going to do the affection with treat method. So we're going to take a piece of treat, and I'm going to tear off some here. Okay. And we're going to treat and pet at the same time. Ready? Here you go, bud. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, here you go. Yeah. Treat. Like, what just happened here? Did anyone see this? I'd like to report a petting. Okay, I'm going to try this. We're going to go back on the hind corners. There you go. Come here. Want a treat? Oh, he's a good boy. Yeah. He's so tense. he's also so heavy. Like, he's just dense. Here go, Bubba. You want a treat? You want a treat? You want a treat, buddy? Okay, we got to start thinking of a name that really, I want to give him a name that really gives him an opportunity to be loved. And what do I mean by that? The first time you meet him and you hear the name, you go, "Oh, that's cute. That's a good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy. It's okay. It's a good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah." It's amazing when I tell him he's a good boy. Like, he starts shaking, but his eyes often start softening. And you can really feel it getting to him. That's a good boy. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Or try the head rub. We're going to give that pressure right there. Because that pressure really helps when I pull away. So, good boy. My guy, Kobe, his favorite spot is right here. Probably a lot of dogs. Oh, yeah. See that? Yeah. Good boy. I want to try to get him away from the front of the kennel. Oh, you said he was good with walks, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, we can't take him on a walk just yet. But sometimes what happens to help pull a dog out of the fetal position is just the motion of a walk and getting up and moving around. So why don't we try that? I'm gonna leash him up real quick and just see. Now, we're gonna be really careful with the leash because he might not have had a good experience with this, but we're gonna keep it really loose so that if he wants out, he can get out. But let's try something here. And let's keep thinking of a name. You wanna go for a walk? You wanna go for a walk? Huh? You wanna go for a walk? Come on, let's go for a walk. Come on. You wanna go for a walk? Let's go, come on. Good boy, good boy. There we go, that worked. Good boy. Yeah. We'll go for a walk. I'm gonna go up here, okay? Okay, you go for a walk, that's good. You like the front of that kennel, huh? Okay, come on. He's like, it's because I want out of here. Come on, buddy, come on. You go for a walk? Come on, let's go. Good boy. Good boy, it's okay. I'm going to sit right here, okay? I'm going to take that spot, and I'm going to let you relax on the blanket. Yeah. I'm going to let you relax on the blanket back there. That's a good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy. You want a treat? A treat? There you go. You want a treat? That's a good. That's okay. Good boy. Yeah. How about right there? Yeah. That feel good? You can come up. You can come up here. You can scoop up here if you want. You want a treat? Here. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. I know you've been through it, buddy, and I'm so sorry. I want to tell you something. You don't deserve any of this, okay? All right? You deserve the stewardship and the guidance and the support so that this trauma isn't yours alone, okay? Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Let's take that off. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You want to come right here? You want to come a treat right here? No treat? You have some of the saddest eyes I've seen in a long time, my man. Hi, you want your treat? You some little pets? You want some love? Or you want love more than treats? That's a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's a good boy. Yeah. I mean, there's just so much, like, you can just feel it. There's just so much of, like, I'm sorry, you know, I don't know what I did wrong, sort of, just like, feeling coming out of him. And knowing the backstory, it makes sense, right? Like, hey, it's a good boy. It's a good boy. Look, dogs and cats not getting along is a tale as old as time. And someone should have told you that you can't go after a kitty cat. Maybe they did and you forgot. But I don't want you to wear that as something you did that is your fault, okay? You don't deserve to be back here. And we're going to figure out a way to make sure that you never have to come back here again, okay? And that the trauma you've gone through is made really light because you've got a family that loves and supports you. Okay? Okay, bud? You want to come up here? You want to come over here? You want to come up here? Come here, buddy. You want to come up here? Or are you looking for a treat? If there's any dog that needs the scoop, it's this guy right here. We're going to give him a name. We're going to give him a little time. but I bet we can scoop him for sure. You need a scoop? Do you need some love? Oh, and you said he loves toys, right?
Yes.
Has anyone sent any mail where we could see if anyone sent any toys?
Yeah, we have gotten more packages, so let me see.
Okay. Before you do that, let's give him a name so that we can start associating a name with those positive, exciting packages. Oh, buddy, I think you're really going to love this a lot. I think you're going to love it a lot. Yeah, I think you're going to love it a lot. Yeah.
Okay, I thought of 2 names.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Moose.
Oh, Moose. Oh, you like that? Moose? You like that? What if that was his first name?
Maybe.
I mean, the way he reacted to that? Okay, I don't know. I think that's it, but let's hear the second one now.
Well, now I feel like the second one's not even a good name, but I was going to say Ollie. Because I was trying to think of like cute big boy.
Yeah, Ollie. Ollie is good. Ollie. Moose. Moose. Yeah, it's Moose. You like Moose? Moose is cute.
Because he's cute, but he's going to be a big boy.
He's going to be a big boy. Moose. You like that name? You want a treat, Moose? It's okay. Oh, you want it? Here, you want a bigger treat, Moose? Big treat. Or just a good boy? There's a good boy, Moose. Here, you want to stay right here? Here you go. Moose, 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 Moose. Moose, Moose, Moose. Moose is a good boy. He's a good boy. I just want to hug him so bad. I want him to be ready, you know? He needs it too, like, he's ready. A lot of times people say, like, how do you know if a dog's ready for a scoop? And you don't, and you shouldn't always do it. And there's risk associated with it. But also, I don't know. I think we've had it before where I go in for the scoop and they're not comfortable with it, and so we don't do the scoop. Like,
Yeah, you just stop.
yeah, that's also, okay. Good boy. You want some more? Do you get some more? Look at that. I got all that right there. Oh, when a dog eats out of your hand, is so good because it just forms that bond that is so helpful. Yeah. That trust factor. An open hand taking of treats is such a trust minute that just helps so much. Huh. Does it help so much? Does it help so much? Does it? Yeah. I'm going to need more treat sticks. And I'm going to try the scoop here in a second, and then we'll try the, and then we'll go for the, some packages. Because I bet if he loves toys, I bet someone sends us some toys. Okay. If he lets me kind of go behind him here, I think then we've got something. Can I hand you this water bowl? The whole time I've been like, oh man, if he panics and jumps into that water bowl, it'll be like an elephant trying to jump into the pool, jumping off the diving board. All right, here we go with the scoop, my man. We're going to try it. It may or may not work out, but it's worth it because if we can get this, hi. Oh, he's tooting. Oh no, he's nervous.
Should you start singing to him?
Yeah, I don't know if I have a song right now, but that toot, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get through this toot. It's like eye-watering. Woo! I wish YouTube had a scent feature so you could experience this with me. Oh, you good? Nervous toots and poor diet. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna try this. Come here. Is that okay? Huh? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Come here. Okay. Come here. Okay. Come here. Here, we're gonna move you over here just a little bit. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. That's a good boy. Yeah, we're gonna move you over here just a little bit. You're definitely making this awkward. Okay. 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 There we go. Oh my goodness, he's like so heavy. Okay. Okay. Good boy. Hi, buddy. Yeah, good boy. You just watch that, as soon as we're done with this scoop, just this moment, and we release him and we start interacting with packages, you're going to get such a different dog. His big old floppy ears. Moose. What made you think of Moose? You just popped in your head?
I was just trying to think, like, what would be a name that would signify his size, but not come across as, like,
Yeah.
Scary.
Scary, right.
yeah, more like a big squishy teddy bear.
Yeah. Moose. And he liked it too. You're a good boy, Moose. You're a good boy. Moose, you're a good boy. Yeah, do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? That's a good boy. Oh, yes. Compression sort of pressure. Like the scoop is, one, I really enjoy it, and one might say it's for me. But really, the purpose of it is, he's a giant. And so not too many people are scooping him up. But what this allows him to do is feel like a little puppy again and feel safe and feel that compression. And in this moment right here, there is nothing around him that can harm him. He is 100% safe. And that allows him to just let his guard down and just relax for a moment and be the puppy that he is. He's still just a puppy. Like, even though he's giant, he's still just a puppy. Also, this is what I live for, these moments. Like, it just makes me so proud to get to be in this moment with him and help him work through this trauma. And the thing about dogs, the reason we love them so much is because they're such a reflection of us. If you've ever felt like you want the scoop, you're the perfect person to go out and help with the scoop. And I don't mean actually scoop dogs up and put them in your lap. I mean, go out and help. Because when we've been through these traumatic experiences, if you're going through it, if you're going through this stress, if you're wondering what the meaning of life is, getting outside of yourself and going and helping others, it's unbelievable how much it helps you. I'll tell you this, I was actually talking to my wife earlier, and we were talking about trauma because there's another dog we're working with that's in a tremendous amount of trauma. And we all have trauma. Hopefully you don't. Most of us, I guess it would be the right word to say. A lot of us have traumatic experiences at different levels. For me, recently, it was a stroke. And that was it. I thought that was it. I thought I was done. And that was the end of my life. And that I was going to leave my family. And I had nightmares for so long that were me having a stroke and I couldn't wake up. It was horrible. I had these nightmares and I haven't had them for probably about as long as I've been doing the scoop and sharing with you guys. It's amazing that when you get outside of yourself and you go to help others, you find the wounds and the opportunities to heal yourself. Should we see some really awesome packages? Preferably if you think one has a toy in it. If he really likes toys.
Okay. Yes.
We're going to check it out together. We'll go really slow. Just a reminder, if you're ever doing stuff with your dog, let them check things out. They want to know too, So we do love letters with dogs where you can send stuff. I put the address down in the description on YouTube. And you can send packages. I ask if you send stuff. Oh, I better check what it is before he starts scooping it out. Oh, this is perfect. Look at this. This right here is an owl, and it even has a tennis ball on the inside. You like that? Okay, let's see what we have here. We have a blanket, which is great because I think you'd like to be cozy. Want to check it out? Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So we have a letter. It says, "Hello, sweet dog. Here are some things to comfort you while you're at the shelter. I love you, and I'm hoping for all the best. Love, Heather from Grand Lake." Heather, thank you. This is really nice. We have a blanket that I'm going to lay out for him when I leave. And we have a little owl toy for him that he will surely love. Yeah, it's a good boy. Okay, let's see what other packages we have. Whoa, check this out. I think I know what this is. Oh yeah, it's full of bandanas for grooming. That is great. That is great. You want to smell the bandanas? You want to smell them? See that? You get a bath, and then you get a bandana so you look really great. And we try to find one that had mooses. Moose? Moose? What's the plural of moose? I think it's moose, right? Mooses. Don't know. I'll have to look it up. Thank you again for your wonderful videos. They always make me smile. Mickey, thank you. Oh, look, we even have some Halloween ones. Halloween's coming up if you're watching this video when it first comes out. So that's perfect. The shelter needs these when they groom the dogs. Mel, the shelter groomer, will thank you for sure. Whoa, Moose. This one's almost as giant as you, buddy. Should we check it out? What's in here? Oh, I think you're going to like this, Moose. I think you're going to like this, buddy. Hi, I think you're going to like this. Oh, look at this. What's that? What's that? Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Star Pups coffee. Is that crinkly? Oh, look at the little puppy come out. Oh, you like that? You want that? What's that, Moose? What's that? Oh, yeah, a toy. Okay, I'm gonna leave that right there for you. Let's read the letter here. That's perfect timing. Dear Rocky and team, my name's Sadie, and I've probably been watching your channel for more than a few months now. Thank you, Sadie. I love how you help dogs as small as Bean to as big as Logan or Moose. Let me tell you, Moose, just so you know, Logan was a giant dog, big old guy, and he got out of here and he's with a loving family. It's got to be you soon. However big or small the dog is, tell him this. Oh, great. This is actually perfect. Sadie, thank you. Moose, Sadie wants you to know that you are brave, you are strong, and you are safe. You are safe, Bubba. You're safe. What is this? How cool is that? I don't want to open it here because I don't want to scare him, but you can kind of see through. I'll take a picture of it and we'll put it up on the video after. But it's paw prints and handprints from Sadie showing us love. Well, thank you. That was really kind. And I love that you made it. Okay, set that aside. And can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Would you mind making a guest appearance in here?
Sure.
One, people love you, no doubt. And two, it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to you. I've had to work this hard. I bet he just crawls right into your lap. You want to come squeeze in beside me over here?
You ready for me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll scoot you over. But get in there. Snuggle up with us. Okay, it's okay. Oh, he's a little scared of you.
Moose, are you a good boy? Are you a good boy, Moose?
Isn't it wild when he like hits you with those eyes? It just like gets you right to the bottom of your soul.
Hi, buddy. Are you a good boy?
Moose, this is Kelly, and she doesn't like cats either.
That's not true. We just don't have cats because we also have a dog similar to you who would not do well with kitty cats. We understand. Although our daughter asks for a cat several times a week.
Gonna give him a treat.
Hi, buddy. Hi. You look so sweet. You just don't. You're a big pile of mush.
Yeah, he really does he loves treats, but he really loves love. He was just asking you for it there too as he moved into slow motion. What would you say about Kobe into relation to the person that adopts Moose? Like, what should they know? Because Kobe is very similar to this behavior.
Yeah. One, they are incredibly lovey and loyal and emotional dogs, but they go also based off your own energy.
Yeah, it's so true. They are like direct reflections of your mood, your energy level, your excitement. Like when we're having fun and we're talking, sometimes we'll look over and Kobe's just pacing and we have to just like, okay, calm, or let him go out in the yard or something like that.
Yeah, work it out.
Yeah.
And so with him, because of his size, we have dedicated areas that's just for him.
Yeah.
Where his safe space is. Like he knows there are certain areas that he can go into and he will be the only person in that room that's his.
That's true.
Because, kids can be a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes they're overwhelming for us, much less a dog that can't see.
A lot of similarities, though.
A lot of similarities.
Yeah.
I mean, Kobe wants to sit on your lap. He wants to, because he's blind, he always wants to stand in between your legs so he knows where you are. And, but yeah, he's a big cuddle bug like this.
Like this guy. A lap dog.
Yeah.
He's really heavy. Like.
Dense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kobe will often like walk up to you and like turn around and like lean his butt on you. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give my booty a scratch. Huh. Hi.
He's cute, huh?
I know.
And he's like a velvet throw rug. Like he's pretty unbelievable.
Well, and he's got a little bit of brindle in him.
Yeah, he does.
Like
You're right.
He's gray, but has some brindle for
Yeah,
sure.
certainly. Certainly someone paid thousands of dollars for him.
Well, yeah, and then at some point, when he was around 6 months, ended up on the streets.
Yeah. Running through traffic. You're a brave boy. The thing is, he needs you. And the biggest way you can help him is by sharing this, because there's that one person out there that says, I have room in my heart and my home for this boy. But if they don't get it, they'll never know about it. We would also love to have you be a member. Like it's such a neat community. Like the updates that we've been giving to everyone in that community, and just the support we've had in that community is really unbelievable. So would love to have you as a member. It makes a big difference, allowing us to rehabilitate dogs on the farm and just provide extra behind the scenes content and publishing the video first, ad-free to our members, which is really fun. And subscribe, because I can imagine that sooner than later we will have a pup date for him where he is snuggling with somebody in their home, on their couch, in their bed.
You know what? I think it'll more so be, he'll be on his back with his legs up. You know how Kobe does that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When he's like completely relaxed.
Just wants a total belly rub.
Just laying there waiting for someone to come rub his belly.
Yeah. But if you adopt him, remember these videos, like I've been doing this for a while. And so I come in here and I sit down, and to some extent I make it look easy. Just remember that it's going to take time, right? He's a big dog. He's probably got bountiful energy, and it takes time for him to learn the rules. What, he was at his last home for a couple months, maybe?
Yeah, for 3 months, which is tough because, you know, we talk about the 3-3-3 rule.
Yeah.
He was probably just getting settled into his home and starting to let his guard down and feel like he's in a good group with his family, and then he's right back in here, and it kind of resets that trauma all over again.
Yeah. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. So 3 days just to get home and acclimated. 3 weeks to really just kind of find out who this dog is. You'll start to see little moments of them relaxing or having a little fun or playing a little bit. And 3 months to really learn the rules of the house. What's the routine? What are the rules? What can you do and not do? What are the boundaries? It just takes time. And often with dogs that have experienced trauma like this, longer. I mean, we've worked with dogs. We fostered dogs for 9 months, before they're even ready to be a normal dog. So if you can adopt him, it's just got to take time, and remember that. But what you will get in turn is a dog where their loyalty is so strong, and it's like nothing I've ever seen. Like they just know, because you were there in those moments of trauma. They will give you everything and so much more, and you will learn so much from them if you open your heart and your home to them. Yeah, look, can we just, now that he's trusting me, here's this shit. Can we just showcase this here for 1 minute? Yeah, sorry, bud. Quick farm update. We are going to start pulling dogs for the farm. We've been getting it ready. We want to have more than one. We've got a plan that we're putting together for a space in our home where we can open it up, because we want to build more Quonset doggy condos, but it costs a lot of money. So we are making a temp holding space in our home, which will be a lot, but it'll be awesome, so that we can start bringing more dogs in, especially for the holidays. It's there's so many dogs in need all the time, but especially they need a home for the holidays. So make sure you're following along, because we got some exciting stuff and some really awesome dogs we're going to start bringing to the farm. And big thank you to everyone who's already been a part of this, whether you've been buying coffee from Flip Coffee from Flip's Farm, or you become a member. Thank you. It makes a world of difference, and it all goes to help these efforts to bring these dogs home so we can rehabilitate them. Look He's get the four paws dog is getting the forehand massage. Oh my goodness.
What a love.
Trauma free right here, right now.
It's gonna be okay, bud.
Can you tell we're parents? We're just like, oh, someone in need? Just swoop in and we got you.
I just want to say real quick, thank you to all of you that are tagging me on social media, taking pictures of you watching Sitting with Dogs on TV with your family and with your dog or dogs. I just love it. It makes me so happy. Thank you. I'm going to put a playlist right here on the video so that you can just let it run and have all these awesome, happy adoption pup dates and watch it on TV. It's really great to just sit back and have some awesome, happy adoption stories with this playlist of pup dates.